Hey everyone, Mortgage Nerd here. I saw some disturbing news that the VA is being asked to stop foreclosures until May of 2024. What is this about? So the more I dug into this, the huge problem, not in people not making their payments, it's all the COVID relief. You remember all those years ago, 2020, 2021, when forbearances were huge. And I came out with video over video saying, do not take a forbearance unless you absolutely have to. There's a difference between feeding your family and paying your mortgage. Please feed your family, do a forbearance. Don't do it just because, hey, here's some free money, I could defer my payments to a later date. Now we're starting to see some real issues. Conventional mortgages, FHA mortgages didn't have any problems. The people that finished their forbearance at the end said, hey, I need to add this to the end of my loan. What is my new payment going to be? Keep my interest rate. Boom, they did it. Guess what? The lenders that are servicing the VA mortgages, different ones are, in some cases, they say that they're losing the paperwork or they're not doing the modification where they're adding that loan amount to the end. But in the end, what's happening is these borrowers are receiving foreclosure paperwork. Their homes are being foreclosed on because they did a forbearance that they were told they were able to do, and that later they wouldn't have to pay a lump sum. Instead, they were told they could just continue making a monthly payment, maybe at a higher payment, maybe the same payment just for longer periods. You modify the mortgage in that sense. Well, that's not what's happening. What's happening is these people are being told, hey, you didn't pay $20,000 or you didn't pay $50,000. Over that period, you have to pay it all at once or we're foreclosing on you. So these people are either stuck having to be foreclosed on or sell their house. I mean, at least it's a decent market to sell your house in. They have this 2% something mortgage where they thought they were going to spend the next 30 years or whatever, maybe 10 years, who knows, but a lot of time in this house with this low payment, and now they're being screwed over, for lack of a better term, or they're saying, oh no, it's because you didn't fill out the paperwork. And they show proof that they did fill out the paperwork, say, oh, well, we didn't file it on time. Some BS excuses by these lenders that are not giving them what they promised in the beginning. So there's one person I know personally, Sherelle Rosado. She's a realtor in Tampa. We actually worked together with a veteran client about a year or two ago. She came out in Bloomberg in this article talking about her specific case. She was going through a divorce, so it was a tough time, and she took advantage of the forbearance during COVID, and then come to find out in 2022, hey, sorry, you're in foreclosure. Luckily, she had the funds to pay that lump sum. Not everybody has the funds to do this. There's another article here on NPR, the McQueens. The McQueens don't have that money to pay for their farm that has their VA mortgage on it. And so they're stuck in this very difficult position. Hopefully the VA does put a moratorium, a pause on all these foreclosures and investigates what all these lenders are doing, because this is terrible. The government is here giving out free money in student loans because people irresponsibly borrowed for their education, but now they're allowing veterans to get foreclosed on because of all the benefits they told them they should be getting during COVID, they're not getting? How is this possible? If all this money and relief should be going to helping these people, not hurting these people who served in our country, who are also DD214 alumni like myself, and they should be given some type of relief from this. At the very least, modify their mortgages, add that balance to the end of their loan and make them pay it over time. Make their term longer, because at least that way you don't have to increase the payment. I mean, you could increase their payment a little bit because their balance is more, but why do that? Just give them, if they were deferred for 12 months, add 12 months to the end. Come on. These people defended our country. Whether they went to the deployments or not, they signed on that line to give their lives for this country. And this is how we're treating them. I'm disgusted by this whole thing. And hopefully the right thing comes out because of this. Not a ton of people end up in foreclosure. Malfeasance. Mortgage Nerd out.